well, oh, I'm already on the page. That's not how I usually do this. Well met, lords and ladies. Jacob Butter speaking, and welcome back to another episode of. So today we have the reboot of the sequel of the remake of the reimagining of the redoing of the Disco Pops. We have the newest version of Disco Pops. It's been 3 months, so I can understand people might be like a little bit like out of speed as to like how this actually came to pass. Because honestly, before Johnny sent me what he sent me, I actually don't forget the remaster. Yeah, thank you for that. Before he sent me what he sent me, I actually forgot that the reboot got rebooted. But we did cover it. I now remember that there's another case of like a lot of the big reveals that came about later on in the series originally were presented in the first episode without the fanfare that came before. Which honestly, I think is probably mostly because those were never elements that were designed as mystery points or as like plot reveals. It was more so as soon as the creator thought about it, it became reality. And therefore now it is reality throughout the rest of it. But yeah, I've been treating those ideas like, whose parentage was was whose, um or which like big story beats happened that were the same, or who's secretly a princess basically. um I've been treating all of that as missed opportunities for plot reveals, which they are because that's how it turned out originally, but those were, I guess, happy accidents overall. But I'm wondering if this reboot, reimagining, remaster, does continue, because if episode 2 is coming out, I assume that Johnny intends to continue it. What else are we going to get to see within it, basically? What new reveals, what new ideas are going to come from it, especially when we run out of the old ones, because as time goes by, more of those fade into either the archives or uh, lost, like the memories in most Pixar films. I've noticed how many Pixar films are on the different memories specifically. But yeah, anyway. Uh anyway, we're back with more pop stuff. That's the bottom line of it. And seems like people are excited about this as well. So it's Warrior Cartoon. Oh yeah, that's right, of course, yeah. So yeah, as I said in the description, Pretty Cure is one thing, but there's something special about like the franchise in general that just, keeps all of us entertained for one reason or another. If I count to a good set of episodes all around that one thing. I'm hoping not, because the episodes are longer, so that would that would leave more of a sour taste in this case. But there's only one way to find out, so without further ado, on with the review. Oh, hi, just in time. I think the movement is a little bit better over time, at least in this version. So yeah. Oh, of course we still have that. Yeah, I do remember liking that last time. They actually used their powers. Episode 2, Family Reunion. That's actually one thing. Not to bring up the Miraculous immediately, but as Johnny is a massive fan, reunion actually does have a specific connotation in that universe, specifically revolving around like the Miraculous holders. But because it's family reunion, I don't know necessarily. We'll see. Oh man. Okay, well, enjoy your dinner, Ghost Kitty. Yeah. Thanks for the well wishes on this regard. Uh, all right. Hold on a second. There you go, just have to clear the air about something. Okay, moving on. It's just me. I turned up the volume. I thought the music was just a little bit like dim because it was diegetic, so you had to hear it through the door. But it still feels like there's something missing here. Anyway, I can't wait to show Kim and Camilla around our schoolgirls. I assume school, comma, girls, not around our schoolgirls. Hey, everyone, line up. Do a wide circle. Anyway. Who died? I believe that's the uniform, but yes. Yeah, that's also very true. Honestly, now that I'm opening up other options for parodies and, the non-AFMAL ones, who's to say? I've got my idea for this month, though. How do you think Kim's feeling about having to leave her duties as the heir to the throne? Well, sad, I imagine, if the trend is to continue. Well, whenever I'm sad about something, oh, please do enlighten us. We're less than a minute in, by the way. I love this has already come up. My big sister Polly tells me to think of the positives and offers me a cracker as well. Girls. Oh, hey, princess. Princess? What do you mean, princess? How's your sister doing? Amy may have been worried about her. We didn't care, but Amy specifically was worried. Well, she's not the only one who's been worried about something. I would hope. Thanks, girls. Kim's being Kim's being comforted by Amelia. That's not a worrisome event in itself if she's being comforted. Is she okay, Your Highness? She's still feeling nervous about living in America, but she's okay. At the end of the millennium. Also, you guys don't have to be formal with us. You could just call us Camilla and Kim. Yeah, see, I guess like one side effect of doing all these reveals in the first episode is that the friend dynamic was not firmly established yet, so the ideas of, not using titles would be entirely different. Yeah. I like you're saying that didn't age well, as if it didn't come out like 2 days ago. Maybe 3 now, actually. It's like, that didn't age so well in the last 72 hours. Okay, are you excited for experiencing college life in America, Camilla? Who's the crowns now on purpose, knowing we'll say something? Well, the original, the original reason that he gave for that was like where the Princess Kim meme came from, was that the crown would give away her status immediately. If she's in, and we did point out that, royal families in general are recognizable to certain people. Maybe since they're now, they are in fact in America, they're not going to be as noticeable. So we'll see how this goes. Mm-hmm. Yes, it'll be interesting to see how you get educated. Change the how for if, and then we got a sentence there. I've never experienced it before. Kim and I were homeschooled. Ah, again, the AFMAL treatment here. Princess, it's okay. Maybe this is a good thing for you to learn about your powers. I suppose that's implying the proximity to the other pops is going to be what, helps, not necessarily the school part, as we segued into it just now. I get that, Amelia. Oh, they've teleported. This is, again, the big advantage of Gacha Life 2. You got that lock feature. That lock feature is just, save so many things. But to lead the royal life just because of something that I haven't controlled yet? I mean, you make it sound like you're leaving forever. You're not necessarily leaving forever. I mean, in fact, if you're the heir to the throne, you're definitely not leaving forever. That's not how that works. I'm hoping there's a montage of her learning to control her powers. Do a Fallen Angels. Give us a musical montage of this. Whoa, I'm still falling. Whoa, or whatever. Anyway, what if I'm doomed? Doomed. Anyway. I know it's hard for you, princess, but I'm sure I'll be back with your husband soon. I hope so too, Amelia. Okay, yeah, it seems like everything is compressed for some reason. I'm just gonna quickly check back on the original video to see if that's like an error with the download, if it actually is like that. No, it actually is like that. Okay, I don't know what's going on here. Well, that's the first warning bell. We better get to class. And that's the first warning bell. I thought we were in her house before we actually left. I didn't realize this was like a part of the school. Of course, the princess has the most massive bed ever conceived. Are you ready, Kim? Aye, aye, Captain. Okay, you know what? Actually, this like formation for the class, I really enjoy. I mean, we've got a couple of extras, here or there because there's so many leads anyway, but they're lined in a way that feels mostly equidistant. Um, they actually have, well, some of them have chairs behind them. I assume the other ones do, but they just can't really see them. So the issues with like invisible chairs or like prop like Madeline does or anything, like all that's there. The only issue would be if one of them has to stand up because trying to get an invisible desk to work without like, using this kind of using this feature for it is going to be very difficult. But aside from that, pretty spot on. Love the pop faces. Yeah, it does help that the designs have been refined and improved over time already. So, even the new ones, the extras. Ah. Hello, class. I'm your history teacher, Mr. Warwick. I look like your creator. Don't let that distract you. Maybe Warwick is Johnny's last name. I just don't know about it, but I don't know. Today, we're going to learn all different types of superheroes, which is a class in American school, I guess. Wow, all of our jokes were warranted. Oh, I love superheroes. You know what would be a great reference here if they actually reference Majestia? But I'll elaborate more on that if they do it. I can talk about those disco pops. I'd love to meet them. Oh, this would be a good moment for like all of them to react in some sort of way, but it wouldn't be a Johnny video without the stoic faces here, all of the stoic faces, the unchanging faces. Oh, and now she's teleporting. I don't know, Kenzie. It may not be a good idea. Something tells me it wouldn't be good. No one's gonna get that. That's a reference to a book I was obsessed with as a kid. Why not? Well, then you'd have to keep their identities a secret. I mean, small price to pay, I suppose, but also she didn't say that she'd like to meet them as their civilian forms, just that she'd like to meet the superheroes, It's not like you have to unmask them in order to actually, have a conversation or, be in the same occupy the same space as them. I feel like that wouldn't have been a bad idea necessarily. Mhm. I mean, you very could. I mean, you could easily do that. I mean, as far as you know, as far as we know, you could have put like your actual last name onto one of the characters, and we would never know. And we all know that you and Jess hate secrets. Do we hate leaps in logic as well? Because they still don't have to, anyway. Oh, yeah. Oops. Although, honestly, like, the idea of Jess hating secrets particularly is an interesting idea, considering, that she is a superhero now. Like, she is one of the Disco Pops. And also and also sort of retroactively makes sense as to why she immediately said who her parents were last episode. Two other superheroes, I suppose. So not the end of the world, but still, it's of course that's how it turned out. Maybe she kind of maybe she gets that from her dad actually, and the idea of like the dishonesty that he had to deal with. I don't know. Uh, not ever done that. Oh sure, no, never said my first name into anything either. See my name used in a vid for Gacha review before. Good luck. Ah, yes. Let me just go through my 500 reviews. Yeah, of course. Unlike KW/Sarah, you're not gonna react in the moment and give it away. Anyway, between Galvanax and a different group of Power Rangers before the wait, hold on, I missed the line. Okay, we talked about events in Power Ranger history. Okay, the reason I thought Majestia is because in the Origins Miraculous episode, like that's the hero that Alias was set before Ladybug appears on the scene. So I don't know. But yeah, we're probably talking about events in Power Ranger history. Okay. Which I guess does make sense, but if all these superheroes are canon, I suppose it does track that there'd be history classes about them because they'd have to know about it, to a certain extent. So you know what, actually, yeah, this actually makes more sense than I gave it credit for before. And also, not to mention, this is a classroom where we're actually learning about something. As someone who doesn't know about Power Rangers, I mean, I'm curious myself, but even then, we're actually getting a lesson in a series that's set in a school, which I always love in Gacha. So yeah. Mm. So yeah, between Galvanax and a different group of Power Rangers before the Ninja Steel, which I'm guessing this is not the first day of school, so they've already covered this unit. In 2004, the Power Rangers were called to the planet of Thesta. For you see, Galvanax wanted to kidnap the youngest child of the royal family because, of course, yeah. I mean, I also would fail this class, but I imagine that they're halfway through the semester, so they're not covering new material. Or there's that too. Ironically enough, most of my parodies before I switched to mostly like AFMAL ones were actually for school subjects and especially history because it lent itself so well to um, you're telling a story through song ultimately, and so eventually when it became to like telling the history of certain characters before I branched out with Kawaii-chan particularly. Yeah, they kind of like lend itself to each other. So yeah, anyone revising for history GCSE at the moment, I've got you covered to a certain extent. The conjugation song was way later, and not for yeah, and not for my own education in that case. That was the most recent, I guess, like, education based song that I've done, but not what I mean. Like years and years before that point, like when I was studying for GCSEs, like when I was in year 11, which you can figure out the equivalent of, or even earlier, actually. Anyway, like later. Well, the other song was later. Yeah, like the this is like most of those like those the history ones particularly. Um, the last one would have come out in 2016 because that's when I stopped taking history as a subject, so it wouldn't have come up anymore. There are other parodies after that that aren't history related, but yeah. I remade one of them for D-Day's 75th anniversary, but I think that doesn't count as that's not a new song, so yeah. Anyway, that was his plan to get the Nexus Power Star. Oh, wait a second. Now the music comes back in again. Okay. Is the teacher gonna sing? I wish that happened in more classes. Again, the amount of times that it was like my birthday. Next thing you're gonna tell me that that you're a fan of Laura Shigihara, then it'd be really a coincidence, yeah. But anyway, I wish that there were more like, songs incorporated into lessons. That'd be really fun. But yeah, that's actually one of the reason I started doing like education-based parodies anyway, or even parodies in general to that certain extent. Um my first ever geography lesson in secondary school, which was probably like 3 days into me actually, being at the school. There was there was a song that we did like right at the very end was something about ecosystems, and our teacher showed us a video by a channel called Par Mister, on by Mr. Parr, obviously, uh, who was a science teacher that definitely that made a bunch of science related parodies for his students, and that one, the one about ecosystems, was one that I actually got shown for the first time. I think my earliest ever YouTube comment is on that video, actually. Um, I believe that's accurate. And it references the fact that I started writing parodies after it, which, very interesting phrasing on my part. But anyway, so yeah, very much like part of like the origin story behind that. And also because I said before, like when I get to do songs in classes and when I have enough prep time for them, that's also what I used to do. The D-Day song was actually originally performed live in front of in front of my history class. Anyway, Mr. Warwick, something doesn't seem right. I agree, the music fixed itself. That's not right at all. If Galvanax wanted the Nexus Power Star, why would he want to kidnap a princess? Well, because only a princess can wield the Nexus Power Star, obviously. And that they and only a princess could like draw the attention of Rosalie's observatory and like have it gather for the rest of the power stars across the universe, obviously. Good question, Carissa. You see, the royal family had the Power Star in their palace. And Galvanax thought again upon the numbers. Who had forced him to hand over the star. Oh, there's actual text underneath here. Okay, I was trying not to interrupt the music. But yeah. That sounds like a pretty good plan of his. So what happened next? I will say putting text like that's just like regular white with no borders on the lowest part of the video, not the best plan. Having captions, perfect idea. It helps when you're doing angles like this. So once again, you don't have to focus on the fact that these characters haven't blinked in a long time. Metaphorically, don't actually have the characters blink if you don't want them to. But I mean, like, haven't moved or changed expressions at all in that time. So good distraction, like idea to not come back to the same angles constantly, and yeah, definitely having captions helps with doing other camera angles. Brilliant, but if you're going to do captions, make sure that they're further up the screen than that. Preferably, if you can like work it out, further up than the YouTube video timeline would be if you were to pause it. The streamer ones is slightly higher, I think, but than the YouTube one. But either way, that's what I would suggest in that case. Crank that Soldier Boy. I did a Soldier Boy parody as well for history. Iron Curtain, I think it's called. Well, then the Rangers got to the palace first to warn the king and queen of Galvanax's plan. So Queen Alexandra made a difficult decision to send their youngest daughter to Earth. You know, the very difficult decision of keep your child safe that every parent struggles to make. I was getting Ariana Grande flashbacks now. Yeah. Anyway, the Morphin Masters that then sent the prism on its way to keep that safe from Galvanax as well. Wait, hold on. Wait. So, in order to save the princess who was going to be put in danger in order to get access to the crystal, they're going to the prism. They're going to send the prism to the same place the princess was, putting her in the line of fire again. Is that right? Is that am I missing something here? And legend has it, I have to pause so I can you can hear the lines. Legend has the princess that left that day is still safe and sound. Legend has it, they didn't confirm this? She could have died on impact for all you know then. What do you mean? That's not a good legend to have. Legend suggests she's alive and well. We don't know. That's not the moves. I mean, because he'd just been a musical. That's impressive. And that'll be it for today. Class dismissed. Any questions? No. Good. Too bad. Oh, I was hoping this would cut out so enough to, feel guilty about pausing again. Again, same issue with the text here, but yeah, on a YouTube video normally, you would have like the title superseding over this, so if anyone wants to read this, it's going to be equally difficult for them. Not to mention also as being like that small and with no borders is going to make it so it blends in. But yeah. I guess with Thursdays a week. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Wouldn't Preston be more of a resource than your mum, Jen? I presume these are, once again, Power Rangers characters. She probably wasn't really interested in that story. I do love how the three extras here are just all opening up their lockers at the same time. Preston would have been way too young when that happened. We're gonna find out that she's the princess that got lost, aren't we? But what, Jen? Are you keeping secrets from us? Princess Jen? There you go. What? No! What? Jen, I think you should tell at least Jess and Amy. You told me when we were kids. So yeah, please tell Jess and Amy when we're in a conversation with more than Jess and Amy, and in a public space where people can hear us. Alright, fine, I'll confess. Music like cranks up immediately. I'll turn it back down again. Are you sure, Courtney? I don't want to do this in public. Good call. Good idea. Yes, we'd have to show Kim and Camilla around the school. Honestly, do that first. There'll be time for, other details later. So, okay, maybe after school then. Oh, wow, all the extras left immediately with no bell sound effect telling us that they had to leave for that reason. Okay. Let's go to the next class. I'm gonna check in with my sister, who might also already be going to class, so bad time to do that. Okay, Camilla. Are you okay, sis? You've been staying at that locker for ages. Oh, hey, Camilla. Still missing Matthew? Okay, in all seriousness, this is where I would have cut out the music. It doesn't work with, like, this scene the way that it's going right now. Well, not cut it out, I would have faded it out. I've got to specify, because, you know, with Gacha, I've been burnt before by many people cutting off music abruptly in the middle of itself. But no, in this case, it's fine. It's okay. At least you have me and Amelia with you. Don't cut out the music. I'm in a dance mood today. I hate when video pauses. I wanted to play. Maybe we can help me find my next class. It's a room 323 and it's a science class. Yes, please help me, equally new person. Oh, 323? That's me and Courtney's next class. I can take it. My schedule gonna lose it. Other guidance useless. Don't cut out the music. There you go. Okay, thanks, Jen. You'll do, I guess. You can't help but stop it. I just wanna pop it. It's got to rhyme with music. That was why I was like, you know, I was waiting. You tried. Your efforts were fruitless. Don't cut out the music. They weren't fruitless. That was mean. Anyway. Oh, hey girls, this is a lovely surprise. That does make sense because it's a boarding school, I guess, but yeah. Hey mom, what's the dinner tonight? I'm making a pickled rose leaf salad with some yogurt. Sounds pretty nice, actually. Now I'm hungry. Pickled rose leaves? Who does that? Okay, well, geez. Ungrateful much? The people on Thesta eat this as a delicacy, sweetie. Thesta! That must mean it's her! It was, yeah, obviously. Say yogurt again. Okay, there you go. You're welcome. I say it like Yogscast. Okay, actually, while we're on the topic of Thesta, I do have a question about that planet. Okay, geez, you don't know to shout at me. I'll answer your questions. Hello, Layla. Sure, what do you want to ask, Jan? Almost a sure, Jan. But yeah. Well, we were learning about the history of Thesta. The attack Galvanac had on the planet. I was thinking, since you were a Power Ranger yourself, thank you for, you know, throwing that out. Eli jump scare. Oh. Have you been yelling this whole time? I just never noticed. Jeez. I could ask if you had any more information on that. Well, I have been trying to figure out how to explain it to you and your sister for quite some time. Oh, she's singing the music. Oh, I see. Fair enough then. That might explain why some of the music was like slightly like cut out or compressed earlier. If like the file didn't work that Johnny was sent, maybe. Yeah, she sings Ozzy. That's the captions. Sings Ozzy. Honey, do you think I should tell them? I mean, they're superheroes themselves now. You know, I wonder how this conversation went actually between like Johnny and like, hey, I need to sing this thing. Can you sing La 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 repeatedly? You're on. Anyway. Yes, Julie. I think it's time we tell them what happened. I'm confused. Well, while you are both currently sisters, you weren't biologically twins. We lied to one of you about your birthdays. Which honestly makes sense if you're going to do this kind of thing. You probably don't remember this, Molly, but that youngest princess you heard about... That was you. No way. I'm kidding. I did say before, let's have some plot reveals. So I did, ask for this. Was it this music? Oh, does that mean pretty soon you'll be dreaming? You are. Wait, Molly's a princess? Princess Molly? I'm a what? You're a princess, Molly, and a thumping good enough wager once you're trained up a bit. Again, people set me up for these. I can't not do it. It's true. Galvanax was after you, Molly. So Queen Alexandra, your biological mother, asked me and the Ninja Force Rangers to bring you to Earth to keep you safe. Okay, again, the music. Eli, you sound fantastic, but what is going on here? I'm sorry I didn't tell you this sooner. I know it's really hard for me to rationalize. Look, I understand this is going to be difficult for you to assimilate. There's a lot to take in right now. It doesn't change any way by like how we feel about you. La 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 da da da. I gotta show this to Emily later or something. Given that music discussion we had, jeez. So you lied? This whole time, you lied to me again! You lied! La, la, la. Molly, I had no choice. I had to. What do you mean you had no choice? You could have lit... What part of keeping her safe and away on the planet required her to not know the truth? Is it like it's like in Percy Jackson? Is knowing that she's a demigod going to attract monsters to her location much more than it did before? Is that the case? I don't. Otherwise, I don't know why this had to be a secret. You probably imagine how bees such other stuff they came through dance. What's cooking the baby isn't yours. Who's the yeah? I haven't seen that one, but I can imagine. To this music, and I picture this music with those reveals. By lying to Jen that I was a long-lost twin sister? I don't believe you! That could be taken one of two ways, actually. I don't believe you as what you're telling me right now, or I don't believe you be that stupid. Or that cruel. I like the ambiguity here. Again, making it open-ended. Molly! Julie, honey, we knew this day was coming. Exactly. I'm sorry if I caused any distress or frustration in you, Jen. I hope you can forgive me. Like, yeah, I'm not the one that you should be worried about right now. It's okay. Like you said, you were just trying to protect Molly. I forgive you. Now, if you don't mind, I'm gonna go check on my sister. Hey, Molly, are you okay? If not, I've got something for you that's gonna help you out. La la da, la da da, da 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 da. This should have been the music at the start of this scene, not now. Should we give it time to let it sink in? Again, you're setting me up for a numbers quote here. You're setting me up for it. As long as it takes the message to sink in. Yes, it's a big revelation for her. Okay, if it's okay with you, Mum, can I tell my friends about this? Jessica doesn't really like secrets. You're all superheroes. Yes, I must not quote Harry Potter. Ah! I know if you want to tell them, you can. Okay. My history project, the story of Galvanax and Festa. Just cuts to that. Hey girls, you are not gonna believe this. Oh my gosh, I have the tea. You know, something much different now. Yeah, a little bit less Aussie singing going on right now. What's wrong, Jen? She got the pull of the century. This may be hard to believe, but Mum just revealed that Molly and I aren't twin sisters. No, that's really not that hard to believe, honestly. We found out we found out about another princess recently anyway, so you know, we're 2 for 2 on episodes, honestly. In fact, Molly is the youngest princess Mr. Warwick was telling us about today. Wait, Molly's a princess? Yep, and now she's mad at Mum for lying to her and me. I concur, for I despise secrets. That's my new character trait. I used to be obsessed with Among Us, but now I hate secrets. Oh, should we come over to your house and comfort her, Jen? That's what we normally do, so might as well. Oh! Oh! Okay. Giving us space to gather. Alright, sure. Okay. Oh, we're all in the same... Oh, that's right, they do share a door. I love how we both got caught off by this. You know what? Well played, Johnny. Well played. The reboot is very different indeed. kind of. I think the uniforms were actually from the original that we never got to see in the first redoing. Anyway, I know Jen said to give us some time, but how are we going to cheer up Molly? You know, for the daughter of Ali and Nino, this is a very Marinette move to do, honestly. I know I shouldn't meddle in this moment, but someone needs me. Meddle, 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 Oh, maybe her favorite food on Earth can cheer her up. What is her favorite Earth food, though? I know someone you can ask about Earth and food. I can think of an individual. No, she likes vanilla ice cream. Spaghetti or pizza would have also been acceptable answers. Okay, let's get her some then. Oh, she's got the giant bed as well. Oh, I guess she's a princess now, so, you know, she gets to have the giant bed that the other princesses do. All right, then. Hey, Molly, are you okay now? Wait, it's even Jen. Jen is the one that said to give her space. What are you doing? Why? Why? It's like, hey, Jen, it's been 5 minutes. Are you better now? Are you still sad? You got it out of your system? Yeah, if you want to come in, Jen, you can. How are you feeling? She just like teleport onto the bed. One thing's for sure, I'm not mad at Mum anymore. You're right, it has been 5 minutes. I'm not mad at this point. Oh wait, this is back. Or rather, your mom. Nah, don't go down this route. I also let those know you're a princess just because you know how Jess is. Play with what I get from this is play with my emotions like that. I trusted you. I trusted you. You know what? This music fits for a betrayal. Actually, this music is way better. That's true. Knowing her, she'd probably be upset if she didn't know. Probably your own advice and give the something about the disco music. I beg you. Maybe we can visit Thesta sometime to reunite you with your mum. I do wish they clarified in this that, you know, there's no reason to not call no, to not call her adoptive mum her mum still, because it feels like, you know, just like that makes the big just removed now entirely. It's like, oh well, I guess we're not twins anymore. You know. Especially now that Galvanax was destroyed by the Ninja Steel Rangers. Which, yeah, that does bring up a good point, actually. Depending on if Galvanax was destroyed at one point, like, you know, maybe it was recently or something, they could have mentioned it at that point once she was actually safe. Then it would have made sense to, well, even then, it still needs to be a secret, but, you know, they still could have like taken her there anyway, I guess. Mm-hmm. Good sir. Oh, okay. Get good, sir. That'd be great. Girls, your friends are here. Are you feeling better now, Molly? Yeah, it's been 5 minutes. I'm fine. I had the joke coming and I sneezed at the same time. I chose the joke first. I regret. Anyway. I was impressed by him. I was impressed for a millisecond. Yeah, well. And the fact that it was the person who, like, chose to give a space first, that there was, yeah, that makes it more disappointing. Did you miss something? Guess who's made 2 episodes and 2 princess reveals? This creator. So yeah, remember that whole aspect in Ballroom Pops of a princess reveal after a kingdom was destroyed, basically? Well, the kingdom wasn't destroyed this time, but she was taken to this planet because so she wouldn't be used as a bargaining chip in order to in order for like this villain named Galvanax to get their hands on a prism of some kind. And yet they also sent the prism to Earth with her anyway, meaning that Galvanax was going to come in here regardless. This is what you showed me. Oh no, yeah, right. Actually, you know what? You're right. I forgot to point that out because there are some things I need to go over regarding those notes. Because I guess in order to be a bit more preemptive in this approach, Johnny actually sent me a disclaimer for this episode before it came out. So notes of the episode released earlier tonight. 1. I know that 2 of the times I had a pop call the others they have inverted hands, which I think we saw when she was like calling the ring like that, basically, you know. As far as the Ninja Steel timeline goes, Madame Odious is also gone. I don't know who that is, so fair enough. The history lesson I give is not canon to the Ninja Steel timeline. So Galvanax could still be out there in theory. I made this decision to have Julie, Jen's mum, a Power Ranger of a similar sounded fictional team, so a further distance from the actual timeline from Ninja Steel. So fair. So all right. So that history lesson is not rooted in like the actual lore of the series, but okay, sure, okay then. Mm-hmm. All right. All right. I'm feeling better, mom. See, okay, so at least she still calls her mom. All right. I like the walking cycles. Bit of like another tip I would recommend for walk cycles. Don't have the steps be synchronized. If you're going to rotate through walking cycles, that's a great idea. I love that that's happening, Johnny. But my recommendation is start them at different points. So, let them like, move like 1 foot first or something. With Gacha Club, what I used to do is if I had 2 characters walking, I start one of them with the first walking cycle, another one with the third. So that by the time that they sync through, they're not ever synced up. Now with bonds poses, I can choose more than one starting point, and it kind of varies up a lot more. But that's what I would suggest otherwise. Mm-hmm. Also, why is she the same size as a kid? Oh no, it was no sister. Yeah. So, but even then, KW, are you like that's the thing. At some point, a lot of children reach the height of their parents, and in some cases exceed it. That's it. That's usually how it goes. Oh, whoops! I pressed back by accident. Oh, looks like Match is about to get involved. This is gonna be fun. Anyways, oh yeah, go from here. Yeah, no, I see the confusion. Yeah, their mum is calling from downstairs, and she's looking in that direction because it's because that's how it's best portrayed here. But yeah, head rotations and all. Anyway, hey Molly, we got some vanilla ice cream. We weren't sure when you were going to come downstairs, so it's kind of melted right now. But hey, melted ice cream, all right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Also, yeah. Like, see, yeah. So if you're bigger than than your mum, yeah. My mum is in fact not 6'2" as I am. So yeah. Nor is my dad. I surpassed both of them. Obviously, obviously, you know, the fact that I don't share DNA with them is kind of you know, makes me a bit of a weird example. But even then, it's still you know, if you still look at the rest of my family who are biologically related to each other, you know, there's still a lot of height disparities between everyone. Thanks, girls. Thanks for the ice cream. Ah, gacha eating. How are Kim and Camilla? While we got the ice cream, Camilla texted me saying Kim's feeling better. Okay, good. So we don't have like you know, two problems to deal with. Three problems. Oh, and we go from the somber song to like a more comforting, slightly more uplifting song. Okay, now we're dealing with you know, some fitting music. Thankfully, the school week is over, so we can find some time to support Kim and help her out. Do you think Girls Week will go to Thessa this week? I mean, yeah, sure. Support Kim, but also can we do my thing as well? Like, you know, I'm also traumatized now. That way I can read out with my biological mum. It's like, hey, hey, birth mum. Galvanize is destroyed, so what the heck? I'll ask Majesty if she can teleport us. Hey, Majesty, we have a favor to ask. Also, yeah, like you know what? I'll say this. My cousin on my dad's side, same thing. He actually one point used to be like you know, teased for being short. Then he like shot up. So you know, he counts in this case. He's also taller than my dad. I think I'm taller than him now, but or we're the same. I'm not sure. Don't remember. I have a favor to ask. Hello, Courtney. What do you want to ask? We were wondering if you could teleport us to Thesta. We just found out Molly's a long-lost princess. Oh, really? Another one? Oh, okay. All right, Cheshire, I owe you 50. What about my brother? Well, yeah, no, he's yeah, I think he's taller than my mum. I think so. It's hard to tell because a lot of the time his hair's poofy, so it's sort of you know, kind of counteracts, but yeah. What I'm guessing is that Johnny has once again been hitting the Eurovision, which means this video is definitely demonetized. I do love how, you know, he's had like different tracks from multiple different you know, languages, but the one singer that he got that actually speaks the same language as he does gets to do la la la's instead. Now that you mentioned that, I was just off a call with Queen Alexandra giving her updates on Molly. Oh, what a coincidence that it just so happens that that reveal came about on the day of the lesson. Really, Majesty? But also, really, Majesty? You mean to tell me that you were in contact with Queen Alexandra this whole time, knew about the connection to Molly, and didn't think to mention it to her? At all. That just, you never thought it was going to be relevant. Really? That was. I guess within the roster of child soldiers, it would be a bit demoralizing to reveal that immediately. I'm sure the Queen understood that. Okay. Also, yeah, take it easy, you know. Kick back, relax, and lose your mind at some disco pops. That still works. Or go, either way, that's fine. You also knew Molly was a princess, Majesty? How's Jess gonna feel about this? That is a secret that Majesty deliberately kept. Why, yes, your mother told me that 10 years ago, they told me that 10 years ago while you and Molly were in different groups. Oh, why, Majesty? Oh. To be slightly charitable, maybe she thought it wasn't her story to tell, but still. I thought Disco Pops was my first group. Oh, get a load of this. Okay, here we go now. Are we gonna address this? I'll teleport you to the ship and explain everything, Jen. As for the rest of you, you're welcome to go to Thesta. I mean, if Jen wanted to go to Thesta with her sister, she can probably have this conversation later. Okay, thanks, Majesty. Oh, there's teleporting sound effect. With the Disco Pops, and we're here to see Queen Alexandra. Yes, we would like to reunite her with her long-lost daughter. Oh, sure, of course, the long-lost daughter. Clearly that's yeah. Like, I've not heard that excuse before. Get on out of here. Yeah. What is your name? What is your quest? Exactly. What is your favorite color? It's more of a bridge, but hey. I would love to see Johnny's interpretation of a Monty Python sketch, honestly. What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? Would that be an African or European swallow? What? I don't know that. Okay, we're off. Okay, inside. Here we go. I'll take you to her. But I don't know which one of you is supposedly a princess, so... I mean, you didn't ask yet. Were you expecting to figure it out by looking at them? Okay. Mother, I can't believe it's been 30 years since Molly left Thesta. Oh yeah, I forgot. Johnny kept the ages, very distinct from each other, despite them all being in school together. I forgot about that. No crown, no entry. Yeah. No rain, no gain. I know you miss your sister, sweetie. We all miss her. Also, why is your gown more regal than mine? I'm the queen, right? Why have I got... Why am I in comparative rags? What the heck? No ring, no bring. Okay. No dress, say less. Hopefully with Galvanax gone, we'll finally be able to see her again. Oh, so Galvanax was recently destroyed. Okay. Even so, pretty coincidental that the history lesson on Galvanax happened to fall on the time that Galvanax was recently relevant, I guess. Or maybe they changed that around for the curriculum sake. I don't know. No crown step down. There are a surprising amount of these, yeah. Majesty, there are 4 girls known as the Disco Pops who would like to see you. Oh, my lord. It's time. They claim that one of them I thought that was for a this guy, I think. One of them was the princess. Molly's back! Alright! Supposedly she is. Shall I bring them to the throne room? Yes, please do, Fiona. My the gods! Anastasia, I mean Molly! We missed you so much. It's good to see you again. Is that mean it's good to see you like for the first time in living memory? But okay. Look at you. You're all grown up. Would be a real shame if they tried to kidnap you now that you've like just returned to into the kingdom, right? Also, now that I think about it, if there was another princess this whole time, why didn't Galvanax kidnap her? Like, sure, they sent one princess off, but just change the plan slightly and kidnap the other one. It would have been super easy, bare inconvenience. And he probably would have been able to, like, have them track down the prism to give it to you or something. What the heck, Galvanax? Whoever you are. More like Galva lacks cognition. I don't know. This is Esmeralda. She's the oldest of your big siblings. There are more siblings, and he didn't. Okay. How many siblings do I have? Oh no, please, enlighten us. How many siblings do you have? I am deadly curious right now. You have 2 big brothers and 2 big sisters. 5 children in total. But no, only the youngest would would have counted. Not since Joseph, son of Jacob, have I ever heard of such blatant favoritism between your children. Come on. It's okay if you don't remember me. You were only 3 when you left. Oh. That means she's now 33. If I may ask, Princess, how long has Princess Molly left? Well, okay. You know, that's a fair question. If they're trying to figure out if there's been any sort of like time dilation, basically. Because I suppose that's possible. Although they are, you know, time should be passing for them because they'll both be stationary the same way, but I don't know. It's just a different planet, right? It's not like a different dimension where time moves differently, right? It's not like in Clamai where apparently magic was on a 2 times like multiplier. Or not. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Wait. Okay, so hold on. Feston's age 1.5 times faster. Okay. Sure. That'd make her 20 instead of 30. Fair enough. But hold on a second. Just because, you know, a species ages at a different rate to another doesn't mean that time itself is passing differently. Like, take elves, for example. You know, the idea that elves reach, you know, centuries old or something, a lot of different mythologies, but, you know, you don't call them, you don't call them by, like, you know, human years in that case. Nor is it like common practice to refer to a dog's age in dog years. Dog years is not an actual unit. It's just a 7 times multiplier based on our perceptions, essentially. So again, don't think this really counts as, you know, it being 30 years instead. Also, if Molly and if Festons do in fact age at a faster rate than Earth, Festons versus Earth grammatically, what the heck? But also, okay, so if Festons age faster than humans, surely it's going to be the case that these 2 twins are going to start asking a few questions by like age like 5 or something. It's like, why are you so much taller than me, twin sister? Like, they're gonna figure it out eventually, right? So, okay. but this is not even the first time that Johnny has done something like this, or like not thought about the implications of that. Because because remember in Strike Back Sadness, the fact that I pointed out that if miraculous holders specifically didn't age at a fast rate of the state in their prime, that the fact that Adrian and Felix would look different would become very apparent over the course of those 10 years. The same 10-year difference that would be present right now. Which I have to. It's happened again. It's happened again. Like, he made a disclaimer for this video. He made a disclaimer, but he didn't mention any of these things. This is exactly what, what caused the downfall of the Strike Back episode to begin with, aside from, Gabriel being a nice person and saying that you can visit the Quad whenever you want. Apart from that dooming it, it was mainly the Felix thing because, I guess we never see Adrian and Felix in the same room as each other, so we never get like the add that part of Strike Back in that one, but my goodness, we just did it again. See, all this could have been solved if you said time in Thesta is 1.5 times faster. Because then we're dealing with, relativity, and that's different. But you said Thestans age differently, which makes all of this more questionable. Also, yeah, Amy, Chloe, you guys alive? Yeah. Well, yeah, well, Jess particularly, she's she's figuring out. Oh, there you go. Another Eli jump scare. But yeah, she's learning all these like new things that are no longer secrets. She's satisfied at least. That must have been hard for you to say goodbye to Molly for all those years ago, Princess, and you, Your Majesty, I guess as well. You as well, Queenie. Your pain clearly. Yes, it was. You seem so torn up about it. Yes, it was. Dad was devastated to see his youngest child go to Earth. We were more chill about it. However, sacrifices had to be made to keep both Molly and the Nexus prisms safe. You sent them both to the same location! We still haven't addressed that, by the way. You know what? You know what? I've got a bit of a theory. This mission was not just to protect her. This was a sacrifice. This was like Agamemnon sacrificing Iphigenia to make sure that his sails would go so the Trojan War could happen. You think it's for a noble cause or something, but no, it's just so that you could appease the higher powers like Majesty. No, Majesty was involved, but yeah, setting them both to the same place when they were both the targets definitely seems like we're gonna take the heat off of Thesta for a bit. We're gonna we're gonna make sure that our kingdom is safe, and oh well, at least our other daughter will not be away from us for as much time because time dilation. Okay. I love how I've brought up the Trojan War and a Bible reference in this one video. I wonder what happened to your dad, Princess. Wait, the dad disappeared as well? Did I miss that part of the history lesson? I'm gonna fail the test. Well, during the attack by Galvin, I actually got badly injured. By the way, this track in the background here, it acts like the chords particularly, it reminds me of Stand By Me. When the villains attacked we all remain strong. From this daughter that for years we'd not see. And now, oh yes, now, it has been so long. But you stand by your family. So father, father, stand by me. Oh no, can't. Okay, never mind. He has to mention his fellows from the waist down. So it's less of an I wonder situation and more, you know, what did happen, because there's a very clear answer. Like, what? That's terrible. It was terrible. He's now in a wheelchair permanently. Okay, it still is terrible. We'll give him a benefit of the doubt there as far as the phrasing goes. Hey, it is okay, Molly. We're still taking care of him. Where is he? Why is he not in this room currently? And I've been talking to Julie, giving her updates on us. Yeah, just keeping that deception going for a long time. So again, let me get this straight. So you couldn't tell Molly about this because it would compromise her safety, but you're able to give updates periodically, openly communicating between these places. I don't know what Galvanax's whole deal is in Ninja Steel or anything. I don't know, never seen this series, but you know, let's say for example that Galvanax happens to have like I don't know, some subordinates or something that have, intercept magical communications. If you're trying to keep someone safe and the prism safe in the same place, don't give those that many updates. This happened in Witch Academy. The frequent communication between the main character and the mother that almost got her caught. This is a bad idea. I still have this. Okay. Yeah. Well, she's been taking care of you and giving updates on you. How does that work, by the way? If there's a time dilation effect going on the planet, then which means it can't be, because the communication would be disrupted if that were the case. Unless it was more like leaving voicemails or something. That would work. I've heard you've been fighting evil villains while you were on Earth. Clearly, we made the right choice of place to keep you safe. So you know my pop mode, Mum? Well, we did just discuss the fact that she talks to Majesty. So yes. We're honored to hear that you've heard of our adventures, Your Majesty. Considering that we have had one adventure thus far. Unless this is like another miraculous logic thing here where, there are some adventures that happen off screen that we just happen to not see. That's not very clear if it is like that. Okay, so yeah, black text definitely it is more likely you're going to be able to see it than white text, but I still would recommend adding a border or resizing the captions a bit. But anyway, I think I have an idea, but I don't know what you'll think of it, Molly. An idea regarding what? No, there's what are you going to do right now? The truth is all revealed. Mission done, right? Maybe you should stay in Thesta. You've had 2 episodes. We can get rid of you now. It is nice to give her time to actually properly reunite with her family. That also That also makes sense, but the way this is phrased. Reconnect with your family and take care of your dad. And also meet your dad, who should be here. I guess that there is a chance that Johnny didn't know how to put wheelchairs into Gacha. If that is the case, they're in the objects tabs. Scroll around for a bit, you'll find it quickly. Anyway, are you sure, Jess? Amy told me that you don't like saying goodbye to people. I mean, well, it's for a good cause. They've already accommodated her by telling her all this stuff in the first place. I'm sure. Besides, I feel bad for your dad after everything he's been through. Missing you and being injured, that's bad. I don't want him or you to feel the pain anymore. What about my pop mode, though? I can't leave that behind. Yes, you can. There is no rule saying that once you're a pop, you have to remain such. That's one thing I'll give credit for in the franchise. If someone resigns, Majesty doesn't complain about it. Because, she can dupe a bunch of other people instead and replace them immediately. But, she never pushes back on people being like, hey, we're out of this. The ballet pops alone are proof of that. The entire group disbanded all at once under understandable circumstances, and she was okay with that. And protected their identities for years to come. So, again. Maybe more of a temporary role. That way you don't have to worry about it as much. I guess, this does fall in line with the original series, actually. Shout out to both to both Peyton and Electra finding out about having princess duties on and off, but still coming back. Maybe be. Besides, you can always visit us, and we can visit you. Okay. We can visit you. Okay. Let Jen know that I'm going to stay on Thessa. Oh, you're not even gonna give her the chance to say goodbye? Wow, she really missed out on this stuff. The same day she finds out that her twin sister is not biologically her twin sister, and also that and also about her previous group, she's got to say goodbye to said twin sister in the first place all at once. Yeah. Yeah, I officially pity Jen the most in this in this series. So what do you want to tell me, Majesty? Were Molly and I in different pop groups? I appreciate Cheshire still being here, by the way. Yes, 10 years ago, I recruited you as a member of the Blues Pops, and there it is. And obviously to pity her as well. And Molly's a member of the White Pops. Wait, the White Pops? Was that a thing as well? I don't remember there being any other colors that were mentioned, right? I know there were some, pops that were, dressed in white. I don't remember them all being part of, one group. Did I miss that, Eli? Was that a thing? Was that a thing as well? Is that, a whole of, roster of, different, I thought the whole point of Blues Pops was the fact that it was both a genre of music and a color, which is where the match scheme. Oh, okay, I see. Fair enough then. So maybe Maddie missed the memo on Blues Pop specifically, but fair enough. There you go. I've got a new series idea. Green Pops. Make my chroma keying job way harder than it needs to be. Unfortunately, you both had your memories wiped. Oh, wait. Why was it like that? I know Cheshire's voice. So that's why you couldn't remember the other pops. We both have mind abilities, so we could of course restored your memories, but we chose not to. You know, for funsies. Oh, interesting. Just heavily inspired, borderline copying even. Did the white pops also drown in a shipwreck? Not then drown, but they also like separated at some point. Was that also? Did they? Oh wait, no, of course they wouldn't. Maddie hates sadness even more than Johnny does. No, of course they didn't. Yeah, never mind. They're probably fine. Oh wait, I missed that line. In fact, one of the blues pops, Winter, and the jazz pops are looking for the other members. That I like, tying that into like, you know, where it falls in the timeline and actually, you know, although kind of like demystifies the whole quest aspect a little bit, but anyway. If you want, you can join them in helping find the other two members. Although I guess that wait, wait, this is the whole thing like Azure Pop coming in as a surprise. Yeah, that's true. Okay, I'll join. Oh, I guess she's not going to be too torn about saying goodbye to her sister then, because she's got something else to do now. All right. I guess it it is funny because like in Jazz Pop Season 2, obviously, Molly never, well, not Molly, sorry, not Molly, Jen never mentions a sister, which does mean that, yeah, she's immediately moved past that in both instances now. I thought Johnny accidentally fixed that idea. Or the fact that, for the group people Sparkle saying, hey, help find my group. Oh. Yeah, okay. The storyline as well. That's like the best part of all of Jazz Pops. Of course, that was the part that got stolen. Anyways, hello. Hey, Jen, just want to tell you more. I was going to say in Thesta. Okay, bye. Wait, what? Wait, I had to say goodbye to her. What are you doing? She wants to reconnect with her family and take care of her dad. Wait, is something wrong with her dad? Anyways, bye. So should be a temporary member of the team. I mean, bold to assume because most princesses don't stick around when they're revealed. So I don't know. Yeah, what did Majesty say to you? Yeah. Moving on. Hey, what were your things? What's the Majesty thing? Well, she told me I was a member of the Blues Pops before joining the Disco Pops. Goodbye permissions did not. Yeah, exactly. And now I'm also going to have to go away for a while to help the Jazz Pops find the others. Honestly, like, you know, poor Julie and husband, whose name I've forgotten. Like, both of their kids have, like, you know, flying the nest on the same day. It's okay. I understand, Jen. This wasn't about you, Jess. Get out of here. You'll keep us updated with your mission, right? Yes, but I won't bring you up once. Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. Cheshire is just unimpressed by all of this, apparently. Okay, bye, Jen. Good luck finding other Blues Pops. Is Molly gonna say anything over communications? Anything? No? Bye, girls. Okay. 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 So, it's definitely a running theme that that the a character in this series or these kind of shows is revealed to be a princess. This is true. I mean, this happened. It was part of the original series. It happened twice, as I mentioned before. So that's why I'm not. That's why I'm not like perturbed like in principle that it happens, but in these in franchise stuff, especially like in Johnny's work. But the fact that it happens so often, and we're even like retreading similar ground in terms of Power Rangers villains being the one to destroy an entire kingdom. That that's literally ballroom pops as well. The difference being that everyone's like most of them is alive, and the Nexus prison was never found or anything. But like even then, it still comes across like she was actually just bait the entire time, along with the prism. And now the prism is unprotected somewhere else, and there's no bargaining chip to prevent the Galax from finding them. But well, then Galax is gone, so I guess it doesn't matter. But yeah, it is one thing's like, okay, even in these reboots, like we are on the second round of rebooting this series, but we're still retreading familiar ground. Yeah, ABC, your parents dead. The well, except the parents are not dead this time. ABC, your parents sacrificed you. You know, A is for Agamemnon, C for Clytemnestra. I don't know, something like that. Uh, but yeah, but it's just a shame that like we're still doing this kind of thing because I feel like there's so many other like avenues that you could go down with other series. Like I like and eventually once all these different plot points like come in, at least the silver lining is Johnny gets through the big reveal moments, the ones that were thought of like somewhere down the line very quickly, freeing up space in the story to evolve in different directions. So that's at least the silver lining that I'm hoping now that we've covered like, princess reveals and it'd be a very tired thing to do it a second time. We're going to get some new material or new story work to, kind of sink our teeth into basically. And also, I guess the fact that we're, cutting down the number of characters, that's also always nice to, have happen, actually. Not a bad setup. But yeah, it's but but all that stuff doesn't make this episode that much better. There were still sort of few like fun moments in here, but not as many. And of course, it was another episode, kind of like in the behind the scenes of this material, and not actually covering any sort of superhero work or anything like pops related. The, and sometimes I thought it was because like the reduced runtime that those things will like not fit into the story. But in this instance, Johnny's now writing and producing videos that are of a similar runtime to the original show that already balanced these things out much more because it had that extra leg room and didn't have and wasn't around 10 minutes time, or in some Disco Pop set cases like 2 minutes time. Now we're up to 22 like standard like TV runtime basically. That it feels like okay, we did like focus on this particular point here, but I prefer this to happen like maybe sometime later in the show after we've already had like a few other adventures. They've been alluded to, but even though we're getting rid of like some characters or like we're getting trimming down the cast amount and tying it into jazz pops, which I do like that aspect at least. Even though we're doing those things, it feels so premature to do these things now because we haven't, as Angry French person said before, we haven't had enough time with these new versions. I mean, with a series like this, you got to pretend like people haven't seen the original. Well, they can't see the original, but haven't seen like the reboot. Because while I do maintain that internet videos you can go back and watch other ones, if you're opening up a new series, people are gonna like, just watch this version or just recommend this version, and that's it. They're not going to, look back at the history unless they're me, because I do that with a lot of channels. And even then, people recommending certain like Gacha series, a lot of the time they'll just like want like that specific one, even if the creator made like other earlier work, they're like, watch the good, watch the like the more recent stuff, watch the good stuff, basically. Not to say that all like old content is bad or anything, far from it, but you know what I mean. So that's one thing to be, aware of when it comes to this show is that people will be introduced to these characters for the first time. And if they're not long enough for you to bond with them, or we don't understand, you know, what's going on, or there are no emotional stakes behind what they're doing, it's going to not, it's going to not be as effective as you want it to be. Um, Aside from that, production-wise, I appreciate the camera angles. The class formation was fantastic. There were a couple like teleported things here and there, but that's obviously, human error in Gacha. That's, that's always what happens unless you have the lock feature in Gacha Life 2. So not too worried about that either. It's just a shame that, this ended up being, a rehash of similar ideas that we've already seen in other pop shows that are still canon. Oh wait, Ballroom Pops also is getting remade. Yeah, I don't know. Which again, that was a plot point in episode 5. There was time for it to reveal to be significant. That's one thing I know I said before that I think the reason is because Johnny wants to get through the important plot points or cover the good stuff, so to speak, the good stuff. Um, but um, but yeah, it still misses out on that idea of it being a surprise once we've like already gotten to know these people. But again, at least if we've got temporary members, it won't be like as pronounced. Although I guess that's the case with Kim and Camilla, but they came back in this episode and also took up runtime for everyone. So yeah, I don't know. There's definitely a very like big like ensemble piece. I guess Johnny is more familiar with ensemble writing, and it does have its place. It's just that when it comes to this kind of show, it comes at the expense of your other characters. That's the problem. I'd make on board. Oh, okay. All right. All right. Well, it didn't. I wonder if the flame is it just made the cut or not. I guess we'll see. But yeah, I don't know. That's all I can really weigh in there, I suppose. I think that's basically it. So yeah, fix the music in certain areas, but uh, such a shame. The La 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 track would have probably, but was the only one that was really out of place in here. But oh well, that's that. I think I keep saying that. I keep saying that's like would have more stuff to dissect, but yeah, I just because I've been like analyzing like other videos, like so much. It's like oh, I'm returning to the format where like nothing is where subtlety is mostly dead. Oh, that's another thing. The time dilation. Time passing differently in a location is different to a certain species aging differently. So yeah. Your break time has come. Well, don't worry because there's the video's over as well. I basically said my piece. So yeah. All right. Please leave a like or dislike because your opinion matters. I've done so already. And on that note, until next time, farewell.